Welcome to my madness, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be taking a look at this, well, at this point, retro figure. This is an old school, about a 15-year-old early Hasbro Thor, and trying to decide whether or not this is something that is still worth picking up today. And I really wanted to show this package off. I know you get that donut light there in the reflection on these packages, but look at that. Oh, it looks beautiful. I miss these old packages. They're awesome. Look at that. You get all the cool stuff on the back. Oh, they're just great. They're great. I miss them. Wish we'd get more packages like this, but of course, we never will. But there we have him, looking all good, all in his glory there. Is this still a figure in 2024 worth picking up? Let's find out. All right, so here we have him out of the package. We'll take a look at accessories real quick first. Not that there's that much that he comes with. He obviously does come with the Blob Build-A-Figure head. Great looking head sculpt, by the way. And then he comes with two weapons. Of course, he has Mjolnir, his hammer, and then I don't know which axe. Is this supposed to be Yarnbjorn? Or it's not Stormbreaker, or maybe it's just a random axe. I don't know which one this is supposed to be, but he does come with both of those, and that's pretty much it. Then we have the figure itself. Now, remember, this is early Hasbro, so there was a lot of things that they were not doing right at the time. Now it's hard to judge from, 15 years later, give or take, to be like, oh, well, they should have done this, this, and this. There were some things that I liked. I did like, at the time, with what they were doing, that they tried to make the figures a little more aesthetically pleasing as far as the articulation goes. Now, what that resulted in is, of course, them losing articulation. So, for instance, in the arms, they did this a lot. Early Hasbro, when they took over the line, no bicep swivels, single jointed arms, things like that. While it aesthetically looked better than kind of when you look at, what Toy Biz was doing, although I love those figures, they were adding so many articulation points at the time that a lot of their figures looked really gangly and just kind of goofy and big ball shoulders and all kinds of crazy stuff. And so I kind of appreciate what Hasbro was trying to do, but, from a modern perspective, obviously, you can now do all those things without having to sacrifice sculpt, and they were doing this. We do have the ball hips, which honestly, I don't think that the ball hips that Hasbro was doing at the time were bad. Are they as good as what we have today? Obviously not, but they didn't look as bad as some of the ball hips, or a lot of the ball hips that Toy Biz had been doing. I still like the way the figures looked, and this one's no different. I think he looks good. We can actually take the cape off. He has a couple of pegs in there that peg onto the shoulders, but let's take the cape off for the sake of just really taking a good look at this guy. Very, very large forearms, big hulking forearms that don't really quite match, but I get the look they were going for, but I would have preferred to see the, kind of like Popeye with those forearms there. But the overall suit looks really good. We've got lots of nice little paint details on there with the silver and the gold and the black there with the T on the Thor. We've got nice touches there down the legs. We've got more silver and gold there on the back. The sculpt on the boots looks fantastic. I love the sculpt on the boots, just what they did with these things. Looks great. Would have been nice with some paint on there, but the sculpt is there. We've got the arm braces there, the shoulder pads. Head sculpt looks nice, and actually it's really nice head sculpt there. Why his head is jutting forward like that, I don't know. I guess you can kind of like arch his back a little bit to make him not as Neanderthal-like. Kind of angle the arms there a bit, get him where he's standing up a bit straighter, but his head still kind of juts forward a little bit. But, it's a style choice. It's a style choice. And certainly Thor, I've seen Thor drawn more Neanderthal-like in the comics. It's not my favorite look for him, but I think it's fine. Whatever. That's the choice they were going for. That's the style they were going for. I like it in general. We got the nice sculpting there with the kind of the chainmail there on the chest. We got some gold accents under there. Kind of hard to see because of his hair. His hair's a little crazy, but well sculpted. It's not bad. They had to sculpt it to fit over the way they have his head kind of mounted forward on there, so the hair kind of goes way back and down. Nice big arms, but again, no bicep swivels. We do have that swivel there right underneath the elbow, but not great. Again, not great. He's got a ab crunch that just does that. That's pretty much all it does. It doesn't do anything else. The paint and sculpt are done nice. It's just design choices there. As far as the cape goes, we got some nice texturing there on the cape. Got the fur piece painted up at the top. It's a nice cape, and it's really nice and flexible too, which is nice. I don't like those really, really hard capes that, you know, don't move with the character. This thing kind of moves, and you can kind of get it folded in if you want to a little bit. I think it's a good figure. I like it. I mean, look, I'm a Thor fan, so I kind of want one of every Thor in my collection, and this was certainly one I've been wanting to pick up for a while. I mean, I think for what they were trying to do here, it's well done. I mean, I think they did a good job with, you know, like sculpt and paint and everything. Again, articulation lacks on these older figures, but you know, it's a solid looking figure just kind of standing there, very imposing, and he looks like somebody who would kick your ass, and that's kind of the point of Thor. So, I mean, all in all, I think it looks good. I think they accomplished what they were trying to accomplish with this figure. So, you know what? Let's go ahead, throw him up with some other more modern figures and see how he stacks up. All right, so here we have him with my 4 favorite Thor figures. We've got our 20th anniversary Thor. We've got this guy and this guy back here who, I'll be honest, I can never remember what waves they were from. One of them was the Odin Build-A-Figure wave. The other one, I don't remember. May have been not part of a wave. I don't know. And then, of course, down there at the back, we have the Marvel Select Thor, which I just love that guy right there. And this dude stacks up well with all of them. I mean, he's just about as tall as all 3 of the Marvel Legends figures. Actually a little taller than the 20th anniversary or 80th anniversary figure that we have here. Obviously it's going to be shorter than the Marvel Select there at the back, but as far as just being a big imposing figure, I think he looks great. All right, so let's talk price on this dude. And I picked this guy up for 22 bucks, I think. $22, give or take, something like that. It wasn't that much. And is it worth it at that price? I mean, you're talking about under $30 to pick this guy up. Is it worth it? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're dealing with older articulation, but as far as just having a different version of Thor on your shelf, is it worth basically the same price you'd pay for a modern Marvel Legend? Yeah, hell yeah, it is. I think it's a great figure. I'm glad that I finally got him in my collection. I didn't have this guy yet. Yeah, totally worth it. I mean, he doesn't come with a lot of accessories, but he's got what he needs for being Thor, and you get another blob head in case you need it for something. I mean, look, it's got its issues for being an older figure, but still, I think it's really cool. And he looks good, stacks up well with all the other Thors. He's going to look good on the shelf. And really, what more do you want at that point? But then again, you know, that's just me and my opinion. So ultimately, you have to decide if getting an older figure like this, with its downsides and flaws, is worth it to you. Certainly is to me. And, you know, hey, who knows? Might be to you as well. But that is it, guys. I appreciate you guys watching. Got any questions, any comments, anything like that, leave it in the comment section down below. And as always, guys, always remember to enjoy your collection.